On the day of my daughter's first-month celebration, I personally fed her a bottle of sleeping pills. Robbie's eyes narrowed, and for a moment, a flicker of uncertainty crossed his face. I leaned closer, keeping my voice low. "What right do you have?" I repeated, letting the words drip with venom. "You, who promised me love, safety, loyalty, but instead, you brought me only lies, betrayal, and a darkness I never knew was possible." The room was silent, save for the steady beeping of the machines around him. I saw the confusion in his gaze, the hint of fear he was trying to mask. Good, I thought. He should be afraid. All those nights, I continued, when you would come home late, reeking of perfume that wasn't mine. Do you think I didn't know? That I didn't see the change in you, the way you looked at her instead of me? I gave you everything, Robbie. My love, my trust, a family. I paused, feeling the weight of my words hang in the air, thick and suffocating. But you threw it all away, didn't you? Robbie's jaw clenched. He tried to avert his eyes, but I wasn't letting him look away. "Tell me, Robbie," I whispered, leaning so close he could feel my breath. Was she worth it? Was the thrill of deception worth the destruction of everything we built? He remained silent, his face twisted with a mixture of guilt and anger. He knew I was right. There was nothing he could say, no words to make it better, no lies that could mend the shattered remains of our life. "I didn't kill them just for you, Robbie. I killed them because they knew," I hissed. "They saw you for what you were before I did, but they never said a word. They wanted to protect me from the truth, to shield me from the pain of seeing what you really are. But I saw it. I saw it all. And when I realized how deeply they deceived me, well, I decided we'd all go down together. A fitting end, don't you think?" The police officers stood outside the room, watching through the glass, faces filled with revulsion. They didn't understand. They couldn't. They hadn't lived through this life of twisted loyalties and silent betrayals. They hadn't carried the weight of all that love and devotion only to find it was built on lies. Robbie's face paled, his gaze darting between me and the door. For the first time, I saw genuine fear in his eyes, and it was exhilarating. "I'll be gone soon, Robbie," I said, my voice steady. "The cancer will see to that. But you'll be here alive, every day haunted by what you did and what you allowed to happen. You'll live with this truth, this pain, while I find peace." He shook his head, murmuring, "Alicia, please." But I only smiled, feeling a strange calm settle over me. My life was ending, but it would end on my terms. I turned away, motioning to the officers that I was ready to go, leaving Robbie behind with his shattered pride and the ghosts I'd left him to live with. As the officers led me out, I heard his desperate shouts echoing down the hallway, a broken man crying out for mercy in a world that held none for him. And as I walked, head held high, I knew that I'd finally won.